Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Anaya here with another general collective message. So be sure to only take what resonates. Not every message will be your message, so use your discernment and trust your intuition. Welcome on in, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope wherever you are that you are staying warm, comfy, cozy, and well hydrated. Happy vernal equinox, everyone. It is the first day of spring, and the moon is currently located in the sign of Sagittarius. We are in a waning gibbous moon at this time. So what this all means is that with Sagittarius energy, we are searching, we are seeking knowledge, wisdom, philosophy. And with the waning gibbous moon, we are in a place where we are coming back to ourselves. We're coming back to our sense of home, our comfort. This is where we are departing from our sense of independence and moving into a greater sense of belonging and connection and relationship. Okay, so let's go ahead. I've already started shuffling here, but let's go ahead and toss the astrology dice to get us started for today's message. The intention for today's reading is to provide you with a message of confirmation, of clarity, greater insight and understanding of yourself and whatever current circumstances you are finding yourself in at this time. All right, here we've got Jupiter on the scene. No surprise, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So we are definitely in this knowledge, expansive, learning, philosophical energy at this time. Followed by Aries. All right, so this is I am is the key word. So this is all about your identity and you learning more about yourself. Then here we have the 10th house. All right, 10th house is governed by good old Capricorn here. So today's energy is all about your sense of dignity, honor, respect, commitments, responsibility. All right, this is your sense of authority in the material world. So this could be very much your reputation. So today there is a contemplation for many of you. All right, the astrological stage is set currently, especially in the spring energy, to really get you to look at your reputation and who you are. What restricts you? What limits you? All right, what kind of self-discipline are you practicing to ensure that you can meet your material goals? Okay, are you taking the steps necessary with this Aries energy? Are you taking the steps necessary to care for yourself, to take care of your reputation, both the way that others see you, okay, reputation in your community, reputation professionally at work, okay, which this 10th energy would govern here. This is reputation in any regard, but this is linked directly to your identity and self-concept here. With the Jupiter energy, you are learning something about yourself. So I don't know what's occurring or what's coming through for you in this spring energy that is here, but it's definitely expansive and it's bringing in some knowledge. Okay, this is greater learning, deeper understanding of who you are and the way you show up in the world, how others perceive you, and how you perceive yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and place the astrology dice at the top here, and then let's reach for some oracle cards. I was feeling a vibe of opera this morning, so you may very well hear a little bit of opera going on in the background. I mean, it's spring. All the birds are coming out. The dawn chorus is here. I'm hearing robins, thrushes early in the morning. I know the sparrows are on their way. I actually heard an owl a couple of nights ago, so it is operatic. There is a song that is being carried, okay? And so maybe this is part of the wisdom that you are gaining. It makes me think a little bit of, what is your heart song? All right, what is your soul signature? What are you here to express in the world? What makes you unique? Okay, so let's go ahead and get this oracle. What do we need to know today? We've got earth energy here, and we have meditate. Interestingly, both of these cards are showing up in the reverse. For those of you who are new to my channel, you'll notice that I might read a little differently. Sometimes I read my cards from left to right. Sometimes I read them from right to left. I'm just following my intuition and what my ancestors would like for me to do and how they want me to operate in order to best channel and receive the messages. All right, so what else do we need to know here today? Let's get 2 more cards. We have relief. Oh, and we have lucky. Beautiful, beautiful. So perhaps there was some ungrounding that you were experiencing. And at the bottom of my deck here, I have grounded and I have growth. So there is definitely expansive Jupiter energy present here. Like I said, the moon is in Sagittarius. So Jupiter energy is prime at this time. So you are learning more about yourself. With this earth reversed and this meditate reversed, this is making me think that perhaps previously you were ungrounded, you were not connected, maybe you were not practicing meditation or gratitude, or for whatever reason, life, stress, things are happening, distractions of all kinds. But you are moving out of this ungrounded energy, this earth reverse, moving into a grounded energy that is expanding right now. And in that expansiveness, it's bringing relief. It's bringing luck, okay? Jupiter is also known as Lady Luck, as the Wheel of Fortune. So we're seeing fortune and relief here. All right, let's get some more information. What is this earth reverse and meditate reverse? Let's get some information on those cards. We have the Knight of Cups on the scene here, followed by the Strength card. So with that Knight of Cups there in proximity to the Meditate card, this is definitely making me think of some kind of message that is coming in or was coming in. Okay. I don't normally see strength. Strength is Leo energy. So this is you expressing yourself. So there it is. There's that energy again. Okay. In terms of you knowing who you are, looking at the astrology dice again, going back to that reputation, your self-concept, okay, your personality, your identity, the way you show up in the world and how others view you. So there's something about who you are, your reputation, the way you view yourself, it is expanding right now, okay? And that's what this Knight of Cups is bringing. He's bringing in an emotional message, an intuitive, usually a very feel-good message. And Leo is all about that creative expression. You leaning into your path, your purpose, your future, your north node, okay? So you're on your path when you've got Leo energy here, strength. So strength and Knight of Cups, there is some powerful communication, a strong feeling, okay, that might be moving through you, or you've just come out of this energy, because I'm getting a feeling that this is almost past, present, and here is present, future. So we're moving in this direction here with this narrative. You may have felt before with this Earth reverse that you could not completely embody your strength. You couldn't express your strength as this Knight of Cups. Okay? So let's find out. All right, at the bottom of my deck here, I see the King of Pentacles reversed, and I also see that Wheel of Fortune, but in the reverse. So again, there's really a bit of a narrative here of in the past or very recently, maybe you didn't feel like you were able to self-actualize and fully express yourself authentically in your life, okay? And that's why the meditation card here is reversed. There was something about the connection, the expression that was halted or hampered, maybe slowed or delayed in some way. Let's get some more information on this Earth reverse and meditate reverse. We have the Temperance. Beautiful, beautiful. More Sagittarius energy here for us to bring that balance, to bring that higher perspective and knowledge. And then we have the Fool reversed. So yeah, this was definitely an energy that you're coming out of, okay? Where you felt stuck or that you couldn't start something, like you wanted to do something, you wanted to express yourself creatively in some way. You're wanting to be more authentic and you want to share that with others. But there's some apprehension or caution that you have been experiencing. But with the Temperance energy here, right, that we're seeing, like the motif in this Sagittarius energy is the Sagittarius energy. So here we're seeing that information and knowledge are coming down or moving through you at this time, okay? You might be getting downloads. It could look like dreams, visions, and it can also simply be, it can also show up, because this is a fire sign. This could look like you being triggered in some way. And that trigger, bringing to light a wound or some area that you still need to heal or provide some self-compassion or self-acceptance to, some gentleness towards. Okay, so you're learning. You're learning about yourself. And this is allowing you to expand and elevate. Okay, this is, I'm seeing a lot of growth and expansion energy. So this Fool reversed, caution, apprehension, taking a step back, uncertainty energy. All right, maybe you're concerned that you might embarrass yourself with the Fool reverse. Sometimes this gets read as feeling humiliated or foolish. Okay, so maybe all of these things could be part of your concern or your vulnerability around expressing who you are and putting your emotions out on your sleeve, putting yourself out there to the world. But one thing is certain, your self-expression in this authentic and genuine way is core to not only your personal path of empowerment, all right, but this is your strength, your skill set, your talent, your wheelhouse, okay? You are here to express this strength energy. So this caution, precaution energy, we're moving away and out of it. It's time to come out. So let's explore, why is lucky and relief here? All right, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, followed by the Page of Cups in the reverse. And then at the bottom of my deck, I've got Nine of Pentacles, and I have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so there is relief coming in, and it's literally looking like your improved self-concept. With the Nine of Pentacles here, we are looking at Venus in Virgo energy. So this is you loving yourself, seeing all the little nooks, the little crannies, the little things about yourself, the little cracks in your armor, the little sparkle and magic in your smile and your step. This is you looking almost like auditing or reviewing the way that you see yourself. Okay, you're here reimagining. It's almost like you're swapping out one mirror for another. You are seeing yourself in a whole new light because you are learning more about you. This brings me back again to that idea of maybe you're being triggered. Maybe there's some downloads or dreams. There is some way in which this intuitive information is being brought to you for you to acknowledge, look at, okay? But there's definitely opportunity here with the Page of Pentacles. This is something here that is for your betterment and upliftment. It's an opportunity here to provide you with luck and relief. So let's pull two more cards to clarify here. Relief and lucky. Oh, something funky just happened here as I went to shuffle my deck. Half the deck is completely upside down. All right, so let's see how this is going to work out. All right, the star just flew out, so I'm going to keep it. And let's get one more card here. I just saw the 10 of Wands in reverse, just kind of peekaboo. So yeah, you're moving away. That's the relief energy, the 10 of Wands reversed. All right, that's Lord of Oppression energy, heavy, heavy, heavy burden. This is Sagittarius and Saturn energy. So Sagittarius is really bringing or facilitating a process for you, okay? It's facilitating a process where you are putting your burdens down. You are stepping into this relief energy. Whatever it is that was causing you to be in your head, and as I said that, the Queen of Swords just popped out of the deck. You may have been in your head, okay, about expressing yourself, being authentic. Got the 10 of Swords reverse at the bottom of my deck. I'm telling you, this is a time where your burdens are coming down. It's time to put them down. They're being removed from you. All right? Whatever was blocking you, preventing you from sharing your temperance energy with the world, your skill, your knowledge, all right? Your vivaciousness, your energy, because you are a brilliant person here. Temperance and strength, these are two fire signs. We've got Leo and Sagittarius. So you are very shiny. But I can see here that you're also very intuitive, okay? And so you're probably, many of you, you're feeling this. This is definitely an emotional experience that you're going through. And with the Page of Cups reversed, you might feel a little uncertain. Like, is this really happening? Am I really learning so much more about myself? Am I really leveling up right now in terms of maturation, growth, evolution? And the answer is yes. This Queen of Pentacles, and what I see here with this Page of Cups reverse right beneath the lucky card is that some of you might feel a little cynical. You might have received messages of luck or fortune in various ways before through tarot readings or whatever the case may be, and you've just dismissed it. Okay, this is for some of you. Take it as it resonates. Some of you are just like, yeah, sure, whatever, luck shows up. But do I ever really get luck? Do I really ever get that money? For many of you, maybe you are navigating low income, living in poverty, not having enough resources to truly shine and to have your hierarchy of needs met so that you can blossom and grow and be supported by your environment, by your resources, by your circumstances, okay? And I think for some of you, this Page of Cups beneath the lucky card is showing the disbelief. You're like, yeah, whatever, luck. Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen. Next. Or whatever that might look like. But I see this as a disbelief energy. Like you're not believing that the fortune is here or on its way. You're not believing the pentacles is on its way. And for some of you, this luck and relief is going to look like finances because, like I said, Jupiter rules finances. But I'm also seeing a narrative here of internal growth and evolution. I'm seeing two things happening at the same time with this Queen of Pentacles and also with this Queen of Swords and the Star. This right here is you looking at yourself. Look at the way that this Queen of Swords is facing this star energy. She is placing judgment. Her hand is out open. She is facing the star. It's as though she's proclaiming or declaring something. And we know whatever she's declaring is in the truth. It stands in the truth. It is clarity because her sword is upright. Okay, this is the Queen of Swords here. So you're looking at yourself in a new light, literally, star. Okay, the starlight, the astrological placements of this time, okay, is allowing you to see yourself in a new lens, a new light, a new perspective, a new way with this Queen of Swords energy. What are you saying to yourself now as you look at yourself as the star? This to me looks like beautiful internal dialogue. This is you saying, yeah, I am gorgeous on the inside and out. Yeah, I am talented. Yeah, I am connected to the collective. And I also pave my own way. As we see here with the star, she's got this jug in the lake or a larger body of water, which is here to represent the collective unconscious that we all have access to. Okay, this is like, collective consciousness, the unified field, okay, of information that we can all tap into. And then here we have another jug, which if you can see it, is pouring out. She's pouring out this jug and it's creating 5 separate streams here. So this is you recognizing that you are connected to the all. You are connected to all life. Okay, you are embedded in this wholeness, in the collective. And also here is where you express your individuality through your 5 senses. How do you feel? How do you smell? How do you touch? How do you taste? What do you hear? These unique 5 senses determines your unique personal experiences in the world. And this is something that's evolving, expanding, shifting, elevating. So something's coming in that's literally elevating your quality of life and or elevating the way you see yourself, which inevitably in turn is going to result in a shift in attitude, action, and is going to have concrete, practical outcomes. All right, let's pull a couple more cards here. Let's get some clarifier on a couple clarifiers on the Queen of Swords and the Star. I love it. I just saw the High Priestess and I put her back in because I was like, no, I didn't pull you out. And then I shuffled and here she is again. So yeah, she's part of this message. So High Priestess, trust your intuition. All right, trust your intuition. Know that even if you're having some apprehensions, it's like you already know. Deep within you, you already know that a shift is happening. A change is occurring. And though you may not be able to see around the corner, which is part of that apprehension energy, something deep within you is bringing you forward, moving you forward, summoning you, pulling you, magnetizing you forward. So you know something positive is coming. You just know it. Again, you just may have had bad experiences in the past, Queen of Cups reversed, that have caused you to feel like, that luck is not here. That growth is not here, but it is. There's the Wheel of Fortune. So take note of this pattern again. We've got Wheel of Fortune. We've got lucky. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Cups reversed. And they're both in proximity to this fortune energy. So I'm telling you, there's somebody here that's listening to this message who is in disbelief or just sort of diminishes or dismiss. That's the word I'm looking for. You may dismiss the notion that luck and fortune comes in for whatever reason. I don't know if you've had a bad run in life with money, or if maybe you've been lied to in the past, right? Like even just thinking about like on a larger cultural level, we're all pushed this American dream, right? The Canadian dream, the North American dream, whatever the case is. And we're all told that if we follow this set recipe, that fortune and happiness is surely ours. But we come to quickly realize that even if we follow the social recipe of going to school and getting married and having kids and buying the house and having the things and consuming the stuff and XYZ that our culture idealizes and encourages all of us to adopt this way of living our lives in this methodical sort of this, then this, then this, then this very set way of being. And for some of you, I'm receiving this disbelief energy around this wealth as you've been disappointed in the past. Maybe you are a very hard worker and you've dedicated your time, your energy into a field or some area of expertise or whatever the case, only to then be disappointed, let down, fired, put on a leave of absence or something, like you were promised something on some level, okay? And that promise fell through. The American dream, you followed the steps, but you never actualized the big house and the cars and the family and the this and the that and the happiness, okay? And so here you are, whenever you hear messages of any kind of fortune coming in, you're just almost blocking it or in disbelief. So the message that I'm seeing here is that the wealth is here, okay? Sagittarius is facilitating this stuckness and bringing you into self-expression, bringing you into shifting and expanding the way you see yourself so that you can acknowledge yourself as a powerhouse, as this strength energy, as this temperance energy. You're balanced, you're powerful, you're on your path, you're fulfilling your purpose, you're moving forward. And here you're refining. It's like your vision of yourself is refining in this process. And you're finally starting to see yourself for the true star that you are, appreciating your attributes, your qualities, your aspects. Okay, what makes you you with this Aries energy here? But this is going to bring relief. This growth, this improved self-concept, this money, perhaps for some of you, because as you feel better about yourself, more confident, more in this star energy, the more willing you are to be vulnerable with this Knight of Cups and to share your riches, your wealth, your emotional wealth and knowledge, your spiritual wealth and knowledge with the High Priestess here, with the world. All right, so let's go ahead and just get a couple cards of advice here. Any words of advice today? for my viewers in light of this message? So this is very, very positive. Congratulations. Honestly, congratulations. This is very, very lovely. You are growing. You are evolving. You're stepping into a higher way of seeing yourself. And it's not going to be easy. Okay? I can see the struggle, the emotional struggle with the Cups cards here in reversed. The Court cards. Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups in reverse. So there's a little bit of a struggle here. Some disbelief, a bit of an emotional struggle. Okay. And I'm just really getting that as like disappointment energy, almost like a Five of Cups. But let's get some words of advice here for you, because this is a positive progression. So what words of advice, ancestors of our highest good, would support my viewers in stepping into this process and knowing and trusting that their fortune is here, this growth is positive, and it's bringing relief, much, much needed grounding and relief energy. All right, I was about to reshuffle, but as you can see, my cards are kind of backwards. So some are facing outwards, some are, so I'm going to have to work through this. But, ooh, okay, look at what I just saw here. So I'm going to honor these cards, and I see that there's the Devil right here trying to peek out. So we're going to honor all of these cards here for advice. We've got the Ten of Cups. We've got the Ace of Cups. So see how we had the cup energy previously here with these two court cards in the reverse, right? Now we're seeing it completely turned right side up. So this disbelief, this heartbreak, this depression, this sadness energy from these reversals here completely shifted. So whatever this fortune or luck is that's coming in, that's the relief it's bringing you. It's bringing you emotional relief. Okay? It's bringing you emotional relief. Look at this beautiful cup overflowing. This is your heart overflowing, bursting with joy, happiness, fulfillment in your relationships, fulfillment within yourself. Okay, this can be greater connection with your ancestors, a deeper connection with your roots and who you are. And I wanted to honor the cards underneath here. So I saw the Devil, but I did not see the Five of Wands that was right underneath that Ace of Cups. But this is the relief that's coming. You're letting go of some restrictions. Remember, we're talking about restrictions back here. Just from the combination, I was getting the sense of someone wanting to express, but there's this apprehension with the Fool reversed, and also with these other reversals up here. Something's not quite anchored or quite confident in itself to express itself, to evolve or grow. Okay, it's almost like putting a seedling into the soil and the seedling not having the right amount of sun or water to actually germinate and burst through the soil and become, this little cutie pie plant. But that's changing. Something is being moved out of the way, and it looks like this may have to do with your own energy, okay? Where you're going to have to get out of your own way in terms of shifting how you feel about this fortune, because you want to make sure that you're not in a thought process that is going to block out this lucky energy. So work on your affirmations, use spells, use music to really help yourself open up, okay? And allow yourself to receive. If you're someone who typically has challenges in the past receiving, make affirmations or do some work that will allow you to kind of soften up that narrative of saying that you don't get fortune, you don't get luck, whatever it is. All right, that's the opposite of what this Sagittarius and Jupiter energy is bringing for you right now, which is growth. And you need to be open to receiving it. Okay, so with the Devil reversed, following after this Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, and with the Five of Wands here, this is a lot of internal for many of you. This is your social conditioning, the way you've been taught to see things. Okay, the Devil This is Capricorn energy. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So that's the restrictions, the limitations, all right? And you're letting go of this restriction and limitation. And I think for many of you, this could be anything, but I really get the sense that it's something mental or emotional that was blocking you. And that's the nature of what needs to be released or let go of so that this fortune and relief can come in, okay? A new narrative needs to replace this one. With the Five of Wands here, this is just that internal conflict battle energy, okay? That really belongs to this half of the reading. Internal conflict, not sure about what you should do, maybe viewing yourself as an imposter, maybe not seeing yourself as good enough. This tit for tat, back and forth, trying to figure something out. But you were trying to figure out who you were under this very restrictive energy. Okay, so for some of you, it's almost like you put yourself, like you isolate yourself, or you put yourself like in like a intense pressure cooker. So I don't know who I'm reading for, but you're someone who might dive headlong into self-discovery, into philosophy, into self-awareness, into self-reflective processes. You may dive headlong into self-reflection, okay? It might be one of your strengths. Maybe it's a curse. Maybe it causes you to ruminate. But the upside is that you are someone who is very self-aware, okay? You are very, very self-aware. And finally, this restriction energy here is going away. That's the best way I can describe what I'm seeing here. The restriction energy is being shifted, but it can't just, the universe is facilitating this for you, but you've got to play your part, okay? And your part is the getting your mind right. With the High Priestess, trust your intuition. You know, on the surface, some things may not be so easy, but your intuition's telling you that beneath the chaos of whatever is happening on the surface, the day-to-day busy life things, okay, that right under that, there is a calm. There is fortune. There is relief. There is happiness. There is self-appreciation, self-love, self-care, self-expression, community of like-minded people who can surround you and nourish you with a true sense of belonging and safety. And you can finally put away these old narratives that have caused you to be in battle with yourself, to maybe self-sabotage, whatever this internal tension is, okay? This is what's being asked to be cleared away. So that's the advice for you. Focus on what it is that's bringing you joy. Trust your intuition and keep doing this reflective work. When you see that there is a narrative that is not serving you, whether you got it from your past, your childhood, whatever the case, when you acknowledge that there are some storylines or narratives running in your head that compromise your happiness, that compromise your health, your peace, your sense of success and what you can accomplish in your life, whenever you find narratives that are trying to slow you down, challenge you, or tell you you're not good enough, or that nobody likes you, or that you're not lovable, all right? That's that Five of Wands energy. That's the devil you got to cut away. So give yourself the permission under this Sagittarius energy to see the truth, the wisdom, get curious behind the narratives and stories that are running in your mind. Just yesterday, the moon was in Scorpio and the key word was trust. Okay? The readings that I had yesterday was showing a narrative around trust. The trust card popped up twice. And then Scorpio showed up in my dice and the moon showed up in my dice. So this is you knowing. You see what's not working. Like I said, for some of you, you might be triggered, and it's the trigger that serves as the opportunity for you to witness, oh my gosh, I carry this wound. Oh my gosh, I'm still carrying this self-defeating narrative. And the trigger is drawing your attention to this thing that is needing you to alchemize it, transmute it, all right? And really lean into that alchemist temperance energy. All right, so that is the message for today. If you like the way that I read, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate all of your energy, your attention, and that you chose to spend your time with me today. I greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to book a personal reading or receive some energy work, you can find all of my information in the display box below. So until next time, take care of yourself, be well, and truly step into the self-care, self-love, because expansion, elevation, and relief is here for you. Take care.